So I was realizing that it's been a while since I have made a video or even posted a whole lot of pictures of what I've been up to. So I thought I would just take this opportunity to share a little bit of what I've been up to. It is January 11th, so we have the 111, and it's a new moon in it's either Sagittarius or Capricorn in the nakshatra. I'm pretty sure the nakshatra is going to be Uttara Ashadha. So Uttara Ashadha, just to briefly mention what that is about, is Uttara means later, victory, and the Ashadhas, the Uttara Ashadha is really about winning and not letting anything get in your way. It's about being victorious. It's represented by the elephant tusk. Placements in Purvya Ashada and Uttara Ashada are kind of linked with war or fighting. Yeah, I'm not even sure why I'm mentioning that because this video is about my art, but I kind of just feel it's important to say that, it being a new moon and everything. So anyway, I shared this painting, a picture of it before. This is my oil painting. Now, when I first started doing art, I didn't start painting until I was like 19, maybe. When I first started doing art, all I did was draw, just pencil drawing, everything. No color at all, not even any colored pencils. It was just all pencil. So when I first started painting, when I was 19, I started using oil. And then someone convinced me to try acrylic, and I tried acrylic, and then I just never really went back. But I got to thinking about, well, I suppose my new fascination with impressionistic art and all of that is in oil. I suppose they didn't have acrylic back then. But just like the softness of it, and it's much easier to blend. And I was surprised at kind of the vibrancy of the color. Now I added a lot of white to this to blend it in, to kind of give it that softer look. So this is my first venture back into oil. Really enjoyed it. The only thing that I have to be careful with the cats, I have to be really careful about keeping it covered up so they're not brushing their tail. See, here we have a cat that's next to the acrylic painting that I'm going to show in a minute that I'm working on. But I have to watch and make sure that all of my oil stuff is kept far away from them, because you know how cats like to stick their paws and stuff, and they like the rubbing and stuff. So there's that. Now the next one is I don't think I ever showed the finished result of the Leo painting that I did. And forgive my walls, I need to paint in here. I need to repaint the whole house. So this is the Leo painting, and I don't like how it turned out at all. I do not like it. So I'm going to be redoing this one when I finish the whole, yes, I'm still working on the Oracle deck. I'm still working on it. I haven't given up. But I don't like how this turned out. She looks like angry, and yeah, I just don't like it. So, and I don't like the way the sun is. There's so much about it I don't like. I do like the glitter part because I got this like glittery gold stuff to use, and I think that's fun, and I'll probably still use some of that on her makeup, you know, because it's Leo. I like to be fanciful. So I'll probably incorporate that when I redo it, but I'm going to completely omit this painting from the ones that I'm doing. So there's Leo, it's finished. And then here is so I have my little impressionistic posties from each day that's gone by. That was one of my Christmas presents that I wanted, was an impressionistic day calendar. So, but here's the Virgo one. When I originally was working on that one, the first one I had to throw away. I don't know, there's just, everybody has periods of time when they're more productive and when they can work easier, and when things just nothing seems to be working. And that period of time for me is like the late summer into the early fall is just a really weird period of time for me. You know, astrologically, there's some reasons behind that. I won't quite go into it, but so I did finally start working on this one, and then you'll see here the date is November of when I finished this one. So I'm pleased with how it turned out. I had to work on the hair, I had to rework the hair a couple times, but I think it ended up working out okay. So that's the Virgo, as you can see. I'm also trying to incorporate the glyph for the planet, or I need to go back into the other ones and either add that into the other paintings. I mean, I think the Aries one is pretty obvious because it's got the huge ram horns, and then there goes my cat into the closet. Okay, over here, we have the Libra one that I'm working on. You can't really see it very well because it's like half in the sun. Let me see if I can stand back. Yeah, so this is a Libra one. I'm not really sure there's a whole lot to discuss about this one. I opted to do a statuesque person instead of an actual person. And then of course I got the scales there, and Libra, when you have see the Justice, the Lady of Justice, she always has a sword, and so I opted to put the two swords as earrings on her side because it's kind of a Two of Swords thing too, where it's deciding, if you know anything about tarot, being in the Two of Swords is being like straight in the middle and super focused. I'm not done with this. I'm still working on it. In the background, this takes a little bit because it's all these circles. I did this on one of my other paintings. It's in the living room, and I think I did the same color scheme. I'm not sure if I think it's the exact same color scheme that I did, and it's a lot of fun, and I really like the appearance that it gives. I really like the because I feel like there's some that like really stand out and pop out, and then there's some that are kind of receding, and it you can make of those colors whatever you want to make of those colors. I think black and white, if it's justice, is the truth black or white? Well, no, it's gray, but then there's silver and gold in there, which represents like currency or value, and then it also represents polarity. What else? And then red, that is something that you can make of that whatever you wish with the red. What else was I going to show? Yeah, so I've been doing color pencil also. Go back over here. Now, I think that I shared, there's my feet. I think that I shared this picture, but I'm sharing it because I redid it because I didn't like how it turned out. So this is my my sketchy book here. Let me see. And I think that I shared all of these pictures already. But this paper is just regular sketching paper, and I'm not really sure what, I think that I used Prismacolor. This is Prismacolor too, but this is the Very Thin. So it's a hard pencil. I like that you can see the brush strokes. I know that I've already posted pictures of this, but yeah, so this is another one. I don't think I showed this. I didn't even put a date on there, but that's a peacock, and this is also done with the very thin Prismacolor. How do I feel about it? Yeah, I mean, it's okay. I don't think it's the best. I don't think it's the best work. But you'll see what I'm talking about when I show you the other, what a difference the product makes. So here is another one of the peacocks, and this I used what did I use? I think I used like some pencils, color pencils that I got from Hobby Lobby. I mean, there's nothing wrong with them. The only thing is that you kind of have to go over it like a lot, and I think that I just eventually gave up. I don't think I finished this one. I didn't finish this one because I got different stuff. Now, this isn't like top of the line color pencil paper or anything, but it does make a big difference because I think I shared the New Year's Squirrel on before, and that one was done on this paper. It was the first piece of paper that I used, and then I used Faber-Castell colored pencils. So yeah, so this is a different, I've decided to rework the bird because I really wanted to get a good idea of the difference that it would make. Okay. Well, I don't want to do it that way because then the camera will get all wonky. So this is Faber-Castell. And I'm still just like not 100% with this. And then this is Prismacolor. And you know what other people have talked about with Prismacolor is this filmy stuff that you see on top. This white stuff that you can see on top is called bloom. And it's when you go over and over and over and it's kind of like a waxy residue that comes up. I mean, I think that the bird overall in the drawing and the detail and stuff is better, but I'm still not like 100%. And the other thing too is that this took for flippin' ever. I added some different colors in there and just to kind of mix it up that way it wasn't. So, you know, something that I've learned is that I really hate doing the same thing twice. Now you'll notice that it looks like these colors are more saturated. But the only thing is, and I'm still learning colored pencil because yeah, I haven't really done a whole lot of colored pencil, honestly. I've messed around with it some, but it's extremely time consuming, the coloring. The only thing is the cool thing is it allows you to be lazy and just like kind of sit on the couch and do your artwork instead of sitting at an easel. Where was I going with that? But yeah, I don't like doing things twice. See this bird, and he's got a little bit of a shorter beak than this bird, and his head is like too small. But this is the one that I finished last night. Didn't take me very long, and I decided to not color the whole background because, I mean, you don't really need to do it anyhow. I think it looks better, but using colored pencils, the problem is that if you want to build your color up, now I have a new set of Prismacolor, so I don't know if they like get bad with age or not, but if you want to build your color up, you have to layer and you have to go over and over and over in it, and if you do that, then you blend out your brush strokes, so it ends up looking like that. You know, you can't see brush strokes there even though originally they were there. So the harder pencil, that's not color pencil, the harder pencil is lighter in this case, but you can see all of the brush strokes. You can see like all of the feathers. Now, I mean, you know, you can debate on how great that is, but so with this one, I tried very deliberately to do individual like strokes. And for the background, I just kind of left it like that, and I think that it looks better. So anyway, that's what I finished last night. Yeah, so that's what I've been working on art-wise. And I did recently discover that it is most likely that my great-grandfather, just one great-grandfather, was from Poland in a place called Kashubia. So my husband got this for me. I think, did he get this for me for anniversary? I don't remember. But anyway, he got this for me, and it's a coloring book. But since I do embroidery, what I did was put the cloth over the top, and then outlined it out. And I started doing this one, and I stopped doing it because I don't like how thick these lines are. But when I was drawing it on, it ended up looking like that, so I stopped working on it. But that's one of the patterns. That is one in the back, I think. Yeah, this one kind of looks like now that I'm looking at it, it looks like the plant from Little Shop of Horrors, doesn't it? Feed me, Seymour. And then I started working on this one because I got better at tracing it on, so I left like the thinner lines. This looks quite blocky, and I'm not sure. I know I'm not like embroidering in the way that the Kashubians would have done, but this is some of their folk patterns, and they have very specific colors they use. It's a lot of these blue colors, and Kashubia was kind of a section of Poland. It was kind of viewed like it is its own part of the country, its own country. It has its own language. People that speak Polish don't understand Kashubian even. Um, I don't think it's spoken by very many people there. And they were the descendants of the Pomeranian people. So, but I kind of calculated after looking at a lot of different factors, um, birthplace, of where he was born, around the year, and then of course they were like Prussia at one point, and then they were Germany, and then they were Poland, and then they were Russia, and just kind of taking like the last name, and because the last name is a city, a village from where they came from. That's how they came up with their last names, and putting all of those things together, it looked like that is where he would have originated from, without, my family talking to me to know any of that stuff. So anyway, that is what I'm working on, and I thought I would give a little update. I hope that you have a wonderful, what is today? Wonderful Thursday, and take care and be careful with the, if you're in an area where you're going to have snow, get your hot chocolate ready. I know I'm going to get my hot chocolate ready. I think I'm going to make like Chex Mix or something maybe. And when my son was little, we used to have snow parties. That's what I called them, snow parties. So where we like, watch TV, special movies or something, and cut out snowflakes. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that. I hope that we see some snow here, not like dangerously though for anybody. So